Hello, ladies and gents, and anything in between because it's fucking 2020. 2021, almost 2022. I'm in the past year. If you've owned a private server in Volleyball for Play 2, have you ever wondered, I wonder what bots there are? Or you might have already known. Well, there's the setter bot. This beautiful concoction. But the sad thing is, that's the only bot. There's no blocker bot to try and block you. There's nothing to try and block you. So I'm going to make it pretty simple. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make your own. You'll need 50 Robux to do this if you haven't bought a VIP server yet. It'll take you 10 Robux to buy a VIP server in the Volleyball 4.2 servers page. And then the Volleyball 4.2 store page at the bottom of the game, generally under the thumbnail for it, there will be a Bots Plus Game Pass, and there will be a Ref Game Pass. There will be both of those to do what you are doing today. First off, I'm going to get straight into it. Today, it's gonna just be pure Game Pass and commands, nothing else. Like you don't need to be an admin on the Roblox actual game, not the Discord server. You don't have to need like 20 weeks on the game to do this. No, it's pretty self-explanatory. Now this is one of the most difficult tutorials I'm going to be making, so this will be a pretty long video, probably 15 plus minutes, so please stay tuned, and if you are watching it, it's going to be difficult for me to understand, so I'm going to make each point long and understandable, because that's what my channel's for, right? Anyway, we'll get right into it. First things first, I'm gonna be dragging these two fancy things into my inventory. First things first, after doing that, you want to launch your private server. You might be also wondering how to do that. It's perfect for me. Well, it's gonna be a tool that you won't be using ever since you find out about it. Building tools. But that's what I did to make this entire court. See, it's sandy on the bottom. But no, I made it purple. We're gonna be using that a lot today, so that's why you kind of need the Ref Game Pass. So, how do you make the blocker bots? I'll just give an example. Let's say 7 non-stop. Maybe you need help with... Actually, no, let's do 4 stop. Maybe you need help with timing your dunks. Get over a block. Well, I'm gonna make it pretty simple. First things first, you want to click with the cursor on building tools. If you press 1, it won't work. See? So you want to click it. Then you want to spawn a part. You press J, or you click on this plus sign on the right of your screen. This only works for PC from what I know of though. And you click onto the floor. You want to be very close to it or it'll go on top of here. If it does go on top, I'll teach you what to do. So let's say it goes up here. It automatically goes to this orange other plus sign thing with arrows. Well, you can move the part with the arrows where you want it to go. Today, it's going to be right against the net. So what you can do is you can change the increment to 0.5, so that's more, the ticks are smaller. And you want to be pretty much right up against the net. And you want the parts to be about where the white strand is, because when you're blocking, this is like how high your feet are going to be going at the highest peak. And what you can do is you can, on the building tool, you'll see this area with 4 different little beads with 1 little square in the middle of it. If you do it, you'll see, oh wow, it's increasing the size. How cool. So cool, I'm so retarded. And also you can use it to move. Today I'll just be teaching with 1 blocker, because you can make as many as you want. Just with 2 blockers. So first step, if you want to try and jump up above it, you can always use the fly command. The reason why you need this part is because you're going to be doing something a little fancy. It's the clone command. Oh, I had to deal with this earlier. For some reason, Volleyball 4.2 decided, hey, how will we make everyone's life difficult? And create a hitbox on the roof. I don't know why they decided to do it, but Volleyball 4.2, it's extremely annoying. Whoa. Did this work? No. Okay, wait, I'm just gonna remove this. You guys might have to also. Is it actually just... Alright. So, what you can do is you can spawn it anywhere and you can just move the clone. You only need the clone if you want it realistic. You don't have to make it realistic. But, I'm quite a big fan of making it realistic. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clone the clone, yes. I'm gonna rotate it. Okay then. I don't really know why this isn't working very well. Here you go. Here's 1. And how do I spawn another? Here, I'm gonna kill this. It's getting annoying. So, oh, it's facing the wrong way. Doesn't really matter though, unless you don't like that. You can change that if you want. Boom. You want to be slow with it so that it doesn't kill itself like it did earlier. That should be good. Now what you can do to make it look even more realistic, see this part right here? You can click on it. You can press this little gear thingy, the material tool. You can do is you can change transparency to 1. Then it will look invisible. So now it looks like you got 2 floating guys. But you'll notice, wait, I'm spiking into it and it's not blocking the ball, it just goes straight through. Because there's no hitbox blocking it like a block would, creating one. So, first step done. You got the clones and the thing holding it up. If you want and you don't have much time, you can just use the clones itself because you can imagine the hitboxes of it. For example, okay then. For example, I know that this cut would work, but I know that in a real game, if these were real blockers, I would block right there and it would go either right here or over here. So you're going to be wondering, well, how do I add a hitbox onto it so that it blocks me like one I net? It's simple. You duplicate the net. So I did this myself. I don't know if this has been done in the game before. But what I did is you go right into the middle, right where the net is, because you don't want to mess up the net itself. So this, if you mess up, you can just restart your private server. It's pretty easy. So while I struggle trying to do this, I think I got it. So here it is right here, the hitbox. And how you know that it's a hitbox is if I spike, I can't dive under it, I can't jump over it. So it's probably the hitbox. This is exactly how it should be looking. So you might be wondering, well, how is this going to be doing anything? Simple. What you do is you press clone, shift, and C. So now you got two of them. Now what you do is with the new clone that you just created, you can also just click the clone button. That's what I did. There will be two of them. So what you want to do is you want to drag out the clone that you just made, and you want to, I believe, drag in the clone from earlier. So I'm gonna try and get the hitbox. I don't think I'm gonna get it, so I'm gonna just drag this in. So see, now there's nothing blocking me. Really annoying, huh? Well, see this? What you do is, with this little double button, you turn on collision. So now here's the net. You're colliding with it. But, oh, did you forget about this? I'm sure you didn't. So what you do is this. It's getting blocked midair. Huh. Oh, I'm spiking over it. See, I created the hitbox. So what you do is you change it to about the size of the person or the two people that you want. Boom. You've got a little blocker now. So now what you can do is, boom, right in front of them, change up the sizes a little. That's about a 4.2 hitbox. I just gotta do this. Okay, that's about a volleyball 4.2 hitbox right there. Yeah, annoying. If you want it more exact, you can make the increment like 0, 1. Because realistically, it'd be about like this. But I don't really mind. Anyway, you might be wondering, well, I want to know where it is. This might be already enough for you, but you can skip off the video now if you need. But if you want to be able to see the hitbox, so that you can get used to it, what you can do is turn transparency to around 0.5. Or what I usually do is 0.7. And instead of plastic, you can do it anything you want. What I do is usually, I honestly usually make it either wood planks or cobblestone, but you can do anything you want. Right now I'll just make it fabric. So see, oh boom, I can cut right there. But I can't spike right into it, but I can spike right over it. So you can learn how to dunk and stuff. So this is how you make your own blocker bot. It's pretty nice, eh? The only thing is with this blocker bot is it's not moving. So this is more about like teaching you how to spike over a block, aka dunking. Can I dunk with just this normal ball? I think I can. But you can also do many things like the only issue with this is it's not like a real dynamic block. Like in a real game, if I were to just cut it like this, it wouldn't be going out on their touch. It would be just going down right into the floor like this. But it can still teach you the proper way. For example, if you want to learn how to start off blocking, you'll know that you got the proper skill once you start hitting into the other court. Trust me. I've had a couple funny moments where I'll send it all the way out onto the other court off of the blocker's touch. And this, at least. And this also works with faster powers. Like, you might not want to learn how to spike over block, but you might want to learn how to maybe delay a little. Like maybe behind the lever or something. And stop. Maybe behind the lever. Or you might want to know, I want to learn how to delay lines right where the blocker is. Also, you can start getting pretty cool with it. Like, I've had a couple moments where if I just clone this again, I move this, what I can do is I can make this unit smaller. And what I can do is I can learn how to spike under a block. For example, when you block, you curve. But see this little area right there? You can actually spike under that. This I'm going to teach you how to do it. So let's say it's like this. Maybe a little lower. And you can just clone this again. Drag it over. Ooh. And that should be good enough. And you can add the clone if you want. I'm just doing this to cut down the video time, to be honest. But you can learn how to spike under the block. Very powerful technique. I've done it only a little bit, but because I personally find it extremely risky, but it's worth it. I've had moments where, like right here, I'll just spike right in between a gap. People will be wondering if I'm hacking or something, like shortened hitboxes or extended hitboxes or something. But you literally can. You actually can spike under the hitbox because you guys have already seen it. I can spike into the block, also I can spike under, and it works with other powers too. Like personally, my favorite power for doing delays is around 7 or 6. Because 6 allows me to hit it under the block better, but 7 allows me to hit those nasty lines I usually hit. But 6 is good enough for that. And you can always do the combo, and I'll teach you guys with B-tools how to make like aiming sights, so you can learn how to aim very well when you spike. But yeah, this is how you spike with the blocker bot in Volleyball 4.2. I hope that you guys try it out because it's extremely fun, actually. The only sad thing is when you leave the server, all this hard work will be gone. I don't know how to copy it. Maybe what I do is I press export. Use this creation code above your import creation using a plugin in the studio. Oh wait, shit, I might just have found out how to copy from Volleyball 4.2. Anyway, if you guys want to try it out, studio for a free hitbox, there you go. But honestly, this practice is mainly for learning where to aim for gaps, and when to time it. Because realistically in game, every block is different and every blocker moves differently. So you won't get the same aspects. It's always best to just have a friend, but if you don't have any friends, then this is good enough. Sorry, I'll be chilly. Anyway, this is a pretty nice block practice. You don't always need the clones, but it's good enough usually. Without the clones, but if you're like me and you want clones, it works well enough. And trust me, you can hit those deep cuts. See? Look at that. That's the only issue. Because in game, if you were to spike on the side of a hitbox, it would just push it forward. In here, it doesn't do that. So, I don't know. I'm going to try and hit on the side of the hitbox and see if this. I think it just pushes it forward. Also, just it's tighter. Anyway, this is how you create blockers in Volleyball 4.2 with double friends like me. Anyway, see you guys. Have a good day. Have fun creating your blockers. See ya.